Let us start with previous concept, that is electronic commerce and m-commerce. As you know, electronic commerce is a method of buying or selling of products, services, applications with the help of internet. The same component with mobile handheld devices is said to be m-commerce. Buying and selling of products, services, applications with the help of internet enabled handheld devices. That is said to be m-commerce. Next generation of electronic commerce is called m-commerce. Next one, m-commerce or e-commerce utilizes various technologies. It may use computers, isn't it? It uses various categories of elements, that is computers, applications, mobile devices and so forth. Next, we started with advantages or benefits of electronic commerce. Advantages of electronic commerce can be categorized into different parts. Number one is electronic commerce advantages with respect to the user, with respect to the business, with respect to the government. With respect to the user, anytime accessibility will be provided, most convenient mechanism, various options are available, we can save the time, coupons and deals, easy to find the reviews from previous product users. And then question number 3, what are the benefits of electronic commerce with respect to business? With respect to business people, that is electronic commerce may be used for easy entry into the new market, equal entry into the new market, instantaneous transactions, increased customer base, that is reduction in the terms of cost, better quality and so forth. Advantages of electronic commerce with respect to business to government: instrument to fight the corruption and then reducing the utilization of ecologically damaging materials. I told you, what are the disadvantages of electronic commerce business? Internet connection, high startup cost, legal issues, other components. What is meant by a business model? And then move on to question number 7. It is a C grade question, still it may be asked you in the terms of MCQs. What are various categories of e-markets? See, in general, we have various elements in the terms of electronic component. First one is e-shop. It is totally a virtual store that sells the products and services online. Sonic.com, Sonicnet.com, wforwomen.com and so on. Electronic shop, e-shop, is a virtual store that provides services and product online. Electronic malls, it is defined as a retailing model of shopping mall. It is grouping of different shops situated in a convenient location in electronic commerce. That means all categories of elements, related components are grouped together to form one element and provides electronic commerce services. E-auctions. Electronic auctions provide a channel for communication in which the bidding process for the products and services can take place between competing buyers, for example, on sale.com. See, the basic advantages of electronic commerce is to acquire the product with a less cost. So, if the customer participated in auction, they may get the product with lowest prices in the terms of bid. Portal, it is a C grade question. Portals are the channels in which websites are offered as a content. It control of the content can be source of revenues for firms through charging firms for advertising or charging consumers on a subscription for access. Some categories of portals always provide you information based upon subscription. We may acquire content. Buyer aggregator. Large number of individual buyers are going to be grouped to form a model called an aggregator. Provides saving that are usually privileges of large volume buyers. www.zomato.com is an example for that. Virtual communities. It is a community of customers who share common interest and use the internet to communicate with each other. Best one is Amazon.com. E-marketing. That means by using electronic technology, we are going to perform marketing activity. E-marketing is the use of electronic communication technology such as internet in order to achieve the marketing objective. We have comparator, car comparator. You can compare the car with all other models. Online, customers can compare the prices of products by other organizations. E-procurement, E stands for electronic procurement. It is the management of all the procurement activities via electronic means. It may include up-to-date, on-time activity. E-distribution, effective and efficient distribution of required element to the customer is provided by e-distribution model. Help the distributor to achieve efficiency saving by managing large volumes of customer, automating orders, communicating with the partners and facilitating value added services to this order tracking. Here we have various categories of e-markets, electronic shops, e-malls, e-auctions, portals, buyer aggregator, virtual communities, e-marketing, e-procurement, e-distribution. Next one. It is also a secret question. How can we relate electronic business model with the e-business market? We know that buying and selling of products, services, applications with the help of internet is said to be electronic commerce, right? We have different forms of electronic commerce. Business to the business, business to the consumer, consumer to the business, consumer to the consumer, business to the government, business to the employee and so forth. So, the first one is business to consumer. How one business organization provides services to a customer. That means generally it supports the activities within the customer's chain, in that it focuses on selling side activities, how you are providing services, how you are providing product to the customer. That for example, we have e-shops, e-malls, e-auctions, buyer aggregator, portals, etc. or e-business markets which are related with B2C, business to the consumer. Examples is business to the business. What is business to the business? It may be performed on large volumes. One business organization interact with another business organization is said to be B2B. It supports supply chain of organization that involves repeat commerce between company and its suppliers and other partners. We can say that how one business organization is connected with another business organization is said to be B2B. All components, e-auctions, e-procurement, distribution, portal, marketing, all these are examples. E-mall is an example for that. Customer to the customer. Without any intermediary, customer directly interact with another customer. In the terms of a business is said to be C2C. Auctions, virtual communities is an example for that. eBay is an example. In normal, we can say that OLX. C2C business model. Consumers sell directly to other consumers via online classified advertisements and auctions, and by selling the personal services and expertise online. That means one consumer communicate with another consumer. Consumer connected with a business is said to be C2C. In this model, customer or a consumer set the prices and companies bid to offer the products and services. E-marketing, e-distribution, example is Bank Bazaar. Consumer to the government, e-marketing is an example. We all know incometaxindia.gov.in. It covers all electronic commerce transaction between consumers and the government. Government to the consumer, government provides services to the consumer in the terms of Me Seva or E-Seva. It allows the consumer to provide the feedback or ask information about the government authority from public sector. It is also come under e-marketing. Business to the government, it is nothing but business. It is a variant of B2B model. These websites are used by the government to trade and exchange the information with various business organizations. E-marketing is an example for that. Business pay taxes, file report, sell the goods and services to the government agencies. So, all these are C-grade questions. Still, at least you need to read out at least once. If you perfect with headings, then you are allowed to write everything on your own. No problem at all. Very, very important question. What are the components of electronic commerce? Very important and easy question. What are the components of electronic commerce? See, I told you, if you perform any activity online, that is said to be electronic commerce. If you are using a mobile, that is called as m-commerce. In this area, components includes first we require a user of electronic commerce. User may be individual or a body, corporate or organization who wants to buy a product, who uses electronic commerce. So, we have various components of electronic commerce. The first one is a user. User is nothing but an organization or an individual or a group who wants to use electronic commerce platform, who wants to use electronic commerce services. Anybody who uses electronic commerce service is said to be user. And we require electronic commerce vendor. For example, we have a Snapdeal, Shopclues, or someone who wants to provide some categories of services or a product to the user or a customer is said to be electronic commerce vendor. These are the people who wants to provide some goods or services or product to the customer. They will establish a mechanism what you call electronic commerce. For these people, you require technology infrastructure. You require technology. Databases are needed, software, hardware, and also we require other communication networks, high-speed internet, everything. Required computing technology, will be provided in the terms of technology infrastructure. We require a technology. All these technology requirement, it may be in the terms of servers, storages, databases, and so forth. All these elements will be provided in the terms of technology infrastructure. Electronic commerce vendor is going to provide goods, services, or products or information to the users with the help of technology infrastructure. Technology infrastructure consists of various parts. It may be in the terms of storages, servers, databases, communication medias, and so forth. If you want to provide everything is connected with everyone, you require a high-speed internet connection needed. High-speed internet connection is needed. Without internet connection, nothing will be executed. We require high-speed internet connection for all categories of users, even for the organization. Without internet connection, we cannot do anything. We require internet connection. First one is a user. User is going to interact with electronic commerce vendor. Electronic commerce vendor is a organization which provides some goods or services to the customer through various websites, that is called as a web portal. For this, we require high-speed internet connection. For providing internet connectivity. If everything is available but lack of internet connection makes the entire business into standstill state, zero state, ideal state. And then any user is going to utilize a component what you call web portal. This is an area where all the components are going to be involved. User is going to search for the product, buy the product, keep, or it may be accessed through various categories of gadgets. Nowadays, smart TV, smartphone, even smart watch is also allowing electronic commerce component. Everything is associated with some form of payment mechanism that is said to be a payment gateway. The total payment mechanism is going to be handled by a component what you call payment gateway. This is payment gateway. What are the components of electronic commerce? What is meant by electronic commerce? Explain the advantages. That is one part. What are various categories of electronic market mechanism? What are various types of electronic commerce? B2B, B2C, C2B, C2C, B2G, G2C, B2E. All these are various categories of electronic commerce. Now, what are the components of electronic commerce? See, payment gateway is a critical component of any kind of organization, which is very, very important. We have various categories of payment mechanisms. It may be credit card payment, debit card payment, or internet, or UPI, unified payment interfaces, or wallet applications such as a Paytm, Amazon Pay, Google Pay, electronic purses, and even we have cash on delivery. Different modes of payments are available. Very important question. What are the components associated with electronic commerce What are the components associated with electronic commerce? Listen, I told you the first one is a user. User is any individual or organization or anybody using electronic commerce services or electronic commerce platform. A person who uses electronic commerce platform is said to be a user. If an organization wants to purchase something from online, that is said to be a user. Electronic commerce vendor, this is the organization or entity providing goods or services as demanded by the user. Goods or services as demanded by the user. For example, Flipkart is an example for that. Snapdeal, Shopclose, anything. That is, this is an organization that provides goods or services as demanded by the user. We have to provide the services or product required by the user. Technology, infrastructure. Electronic commerce is completely technology oriented, so we require computers, servers, databases. If it is mobile based, mobile applications, digital libraries, data interchange that enables electronic commerce transactions. Next, internet work or internet. We require high speed, quality networks. We always ensure less downtime or no downtime. Downtime is nothing but failure time. Internet connectivity is very important for any electronic commerce transaction to complete. If any problem occurs in the case of internet, entire electronic commerce market will be standstill state. Web portal. Web portal is an application in which user interacts with electronic commerce vendor. I am opening a website called shopclose.com. It is an interface which can be accessed through several gadgets. It may be smartphone, even smart TV or smart watch. Payment gateway. Payment gateway refers to the way electronic commerce or mobile commerce vendors collect their payment from the customers. As of now, various methods are available like a credit card, debit card, online bank payment, vendor-owned payment wallet such as Amazon Pay, cash on delivery COD, or a third-party payment wallet like SBI Buddy or Paytm, UPI, and so forth. Unified payment interface. We have electronic commerce. Components of electronic commerce requires user. User is an individual or organization who uses electronic commerce service platform. In order to provide a service, we require a vendor, electronic commerce vendor. Electronic commerce vendor should be equipped with IT infrastructure. It may be normal computer, server, storage, and so forth, databases, technology related data libraries, and so forth. Internet connectivity, that is, internet working is very important in order to complete any electronic transaction. Web portal. Web portal is an application in which user interact with the electronic commerce vendor. Payment gateway. Here nowadays we have multiple number of payment mechanisms are available in which how we are going to use the payment services. Next one, it's a secret question, not needed, still we are going to see outlines. What activities are required for electronic commerce to ensure better, effective and efficient transaction? See, anything is provided on time. Timeliness is very important factor for any kind of a electronic commerce activity is concerned. We know that we have different types of service elements. We have a customer relationship management model, supply chain management model. Supply chain management is a method of collecting, engineering, designing, modeling, redesigning in order to satisfy the customer requirements in an efficient manner. Procurement, production, distribution or logistic management, integration, everything will be handled by a supply chain management. Here we have suppliers and supply chain management. For effectiveness, they need to ensure that they have enough and right good suppliers, are financially and operationally safe, able to provide real-time stock inventory, order to delivery time is very short. All these elements are related with supplier. Warehouse operations, many of the electronic commerce vendors are spending huge amounts of money in automating the entire warehouse. You can observe even in the case of many physical best price Walmart stores are taken by Flipkart. 70% of operations will be converted into online, only 30% will be offline, physical. They always ask the people to use online application. Even best price application is also available, free home delivery is available. So, many electronic commerce companies are investing huge amounts of money in automating the entire warehouse. Many warehouses are available, whatever the data, whatever the product we have, everything is automated. Shipping and returns. Shipping is a supplementary and complementary to whole warehouse operations. Fast returns have become unique selling proposition for many electronic commerce vendors. So, these vendors need very effective and efficient return processing. E-commerce catalog and product delivery. Catalog is nothing but information about the product in a much detailed manner, about all the products. A good catalog makes a lot of difference to whole customer experience. Marketing and loyalty programs, long term, in order to provide better customer relationship management, we have loyalty program. Showroom and offline purchases, I told you, 70% of activities in many areas, even in Hyderabad also, many areas we have both online and operation for offline operations for many physical malls. Few electronic commerce vendors have opened outlet for customer experience of their product, Amazon. Different ordering methods. We have nowadays many of the customers are prefers to use cash on delivery. Due to this corona, many of the websites are restricted to on time rather than cash on delivery. There are the ways customer can place his order. Say cash on delivery is today is the most preferable one. Guarantees. The product guarantee associated with the product services being sold. Money back guarantee help to generate a security in customer's mind that in the case of any problem, their money shall be safely returned back. If you have, whenever, if you observe any marketing activity, whenever there exists a problem, we are going to return your money, or we can replace the product with a new one. That itself creates some form of confidence on specific product. Privacy policy represents policy adopted by electronic commerce vendors such as customer data or information. Website must have a privacy policy. Security. Electronic commerce vendor, it needs to be state that online data used to transact is safe, that the vendor is using appropriate security, including security systems such as secure socket layer. See, we have to provide high security component so that whatever the information we have, everything is going to be safe. Nowadays, many of the electronic transactions are not properly operated due to various security issues. Okay, it's also a great question. Now move on to question number 11. Write about the technology infrastructure that is required for electronic commerce transaction. I told you, in the case of electronic commerce concept, we require a user, e-commerce vendor, technology infrastructure, internet, web portal, payment gateway. Technology infrastructure consists of computers, servers, databases, mobile applications, digital libraries, and so forth. So, technology used in electronic commerce should be scalable. I told you in many cases, scalability is nothing but according to your requirement, you can increase or decrease number of activities. If you want to support more number of operations, you should have a technology that is for supporting high components. Scalable with minimum effort to handle the peak traffic. Easy to use and convenient for the customer. That's why you can observe if you open any website, snapdeal.com or shopclose.com. See this website seems to be very easy and attractive. See this, speakers and headphones starting at 99, but in general people prefers to click on that icon. See this, if you have a filter, multiple number of filters are available. Consider low price. This is 78 rupees. Yes, these are 77 rupees, 77, 90, 108. Various varieties are available. 126, 126, 135. If you apply a filter, it can provide you list of elements. And then see this, kitchen. If you click on offers, then we can have mobile and laptop accessories. See this, all these are portable components, mobile accessories, laptop accessories, stand, and so forth. They always try to attract the customer eye. So, it should be easy to use and convenient. Even non-technical people can easily follow the navigation. Responsive design. When you click on that particular product or item, it should provide the information quickly. Amazon.com. When you click on any item or product, it should provide immediate. If you click on this, computers, laptops, games, card games, yes, click on laptop. Say this. All these informations are available about the particular product in a quick, easiest manner. Responsive design to make a website accessible and usable on every device is important for success of electronic commerce. I opened my activity in the case of a laptop. If you open the same website in your mobile, it is compatible. If you open the same website in your smart TV, the size may be vary. It should be compatible, exactly match. That is, it should be scalable, easy to use and convenient, and responsive design. And then we require technology infrastructure that is required for electronic commerce transactions includes, I told you, we require computers, servers, and databases. Based upon their customer base, server load may be calculated. That is, big electronic commerce invests huge amounts of money or time in creating these systems, which are the backbone for success of electronic commerce. For example, you got a server that can handle 1 lakh transactions or 1 lakh customers at a time, or 10,000 customers at a time. In the festival season or offer zone, many customers are attracted to interact with your website. Automatically the server breaks down. So, big electronic commerce always try to invest their time and money for establishing computers, servers, databases. Mobile applications. See, mobile version is different, laptop version is different. Just now I told you there should be a compatibility, matching should be there, interoperability should be there. Mobile application is a software application programmed to run specifically on the mobile device. Mobile website work on all mobile devices and cost about the same as creating an application. It includes following modules: mobile storefront module, mobile ticketing module, mobile advertising, marketing module, mobile customer support and information module, mobile banking. Various versions are associated with mobile technology, that is mobile applications. Next one is digital library. Digital library maintains the total information. It is a special library that is focused on the collection of digital objects that can include text, graphics, audio, video, images and so forth, etc. as electronic media format. Digital libraries can vary immersively in size and scope, and they can be maintained by individuals, organizations or associated established physical library buildings or institutions, or with academic institution. Whatever the digital content we have, that is stored locally and accessed through a remote connections. Because technology is everywhere, we can have a remote connection via a computer network. Electronic library is a type of information retrieval system, information extraction system. Next one is data interchange. Data interchange is electronic communication of data. For ensuring correctness of data interchange between multiple players in electronic commerce, business-specific protocols are being used. There are defined standards to ensure exact, smooth, seamless communication in electronic commerce. Even I told you in the case of mobile computing, mobile communication is a seamless and reliable communication that is going on. That's it. Internetwork. This is a key to success of electronic commerce transaction. Success of electronic commerce trade depends upon internet capability of an organization. So, we have various technological infrastructure is needed for electronic commerce transaction. They always provide you scalability, easy to use and responsive design. It includes computers, servers and databases called storage arrays, mobile applications, digital library, data interchange, internet or networks. Internet or networks. I will tell you architecture later, because time is very less to complete that particular part. Now, I move on to another component. Yes. Here we have some self-study question, and that is question number 22. List out the commercial laws governing electronic commerce or m-commerce transaction. You know, it's a self-study question. All electronic commerce or mobile commerce transactions are commercial business transactions. They are regulated under Income Tax Act, Companies Act, Foreign Trade Act, Factories Act, Custom Act, GST Act, Indian Contract, Competition Act, Foreign Traders Management Act, Customer or a Consumer Protection Act. Question number 23, important question. What are the special laws governing electronic commerce or business, M-commerce business? See, there are two aspects. Number one is IT Act 2000, already we have discussed in a previous chapters. IT Act 2000. Second one is RBI. See, everybody knows that previously or recently, all of our bank cards were converted into chip-based cards rather than magnetic strip-based card. Magnetic strip-based card is prone to a cloning process. If you give your card to someone, when they swipe the card in a separate machine, it generates a cloning of that card. The same card will be generated because it is a magnetic strip. Whereas in the case of a chip-based card is concerned, chip-based cards cannot be cloned. So, electronic commerce merchant need to follow with RBI guidelines for online payments through various modes. I told you, conversion of all the credit card, debit card to be chip-based card, electronic circuitry-based cards. While purchasing or performing anything, any kind of authentication must be through one-time password or personal identification number, an OTP or a PIN for all the transactions done on point of sale machines through a debit or a credit cards. The compliances with the capital adequacy norms for payments wallet such as SBI Buddy or Paytm. I think SBI Buddy is no longer valid. Nowadays we all are using YONO, SBI YONO, you all for something. So, Information Technology Act, IT Act 2000. It governs all internet activities and online transactions in India. It imposes some fines, penalties, sometimes prosecution for non-standardization. This is important tool with the law, that is legality of the product or service being offered online. I told you in the case of examples also, only legal products are offered to the customer. Legal services are offered to the customer. Safeguarding of users' data, called a data protection, is very important. Protect your customers' privacy online. You should not reveal your customer information with other people. I think you all are aware of recently WhatsApp issued a notice that we are going to share your data with Facebook, my partner company called Facebook, and you need to accept our privacy policy. We are going to share, we are going to view your conversation, we are going to copy your data, view the data. But many people rejected that is postponed for 3 months. That's why nowadays all the people are migrating to, many people are migrating to Signal, Telegram. So, online advertising compliances with the provisions of IT Act 2000, which we were already discussed in previous chapters, called IT Act 2000. So, what are various categories of special laws governing electronic commerce? And then question number 24, it's also C grade question, not that much important. What are the latest trends in electronic commerce? The first one is content. Content should be attractive. Not only attractive, it must catch the user attention. See, there exist various differentiations in the case of content. Flipkart.com, Snapdeal.com, Shopclose.com, Amazon.com. See this? Their intention, they always try to provide you good in appearance. They always try to catch your eye point. See this, these are the great deals. Samsung, TVs. Click on this. It can provide you list. It can provide you list. Whatever, tablets. Original price, that is 30,000. Offer price 16,999. That is a 4 by 64 GB. This is 21,000, 27,000. See this, 12,900. See, in many cases, in order to attract the customer attention, in between highest price element or nearer to the highest price product, they are going to keep the lowest product value. See this, Lenovo M10 FHD REL, its price is 12,999, but iPad Pro is 71,900. See, immediately it catches the human attention, user attention. Yes, all these prices are very high, but this price is very less. That's why I am going to click on this particular product. So, see this, original price is 11,999, offer price is 10,499. So, I am going to check specifications, all of the specifications. Simply, there is a possibility of buying a product. That's why we always try to attract the user's attention, and at the same time you have to engage them, so that they always try to keep continuously viewing our website rather than other websites. Social commerce. Nowadays, social media is hyperactive. It is an integral part of every customer's online transaction success. That's why many of the postings are available in social media or Facebook, Orkut, Twitter and so forth. Social media these days is an integral part of every consumer's online habits. The latest trend is inclusion of electronic commerce in social media such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and so forth. Many YouTubers are promoting some product for the sake of advertising. Next one is mobile commerce. I told you, buying or selling of anything with the help of online personal digital assistants mobile. Many of the people are using smartphones, PDAs, tablets, etc. The user is using laptop computers rather than desktop. That is 55% of online traffic is generated from mobile devices. Still it is on an increase. Mobile marketing is a latest trend in the case of electronic commerce. Biometrics. Biometric verification is a recent electronic commerce technology trend that measures the physical characteristics of users such as fingerprint, palm structure, face, voice recognition to solve security issues. I think we have some advertisement. Some banks, they can provide you 2 or 3 level step verification. Whenever you want to transfer, for example, if someone call you, we are calling from so and so bank. We are interested to add your Aadhaar card number to your account. It is mandatory. So please tell me your identification, your details. I am sending you a QR code. Please scan it and send me the code. Entire money will be lost. Nowadays, we have some banks, they can provide you, whenever such action executes, it sends you a message, bank will send you a message. Do you want to really transfer so and so amount to that particular person? If you say yes, then only amount will be transferred, otherwise amount will not be transferred. Artificial intelligence. Nowadays, many electronic commerce applications maintain a chatbot. Another trend in electronic commerce is the use of chatbot. It is a fully automated chat agent that will answer all the questions of consumers and acts as a first point of contact. Artificial intelligence, there is no human interaction with that, everything is provided by a chatbot. Predictive analysis. The use of predictive analysis tools is increasing to predict online customer behavior, because many customers are interested to buy a product whenever there is a form of discount. If you say 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2 or 1 plus 3, they used to buy, whether the product is needy or not needy. Analytical approach would lead to increase in the number of new customers. So, any kind of business organization always try to keep their customers with them and always trying to acquire the new customers. That is the main agenda behind electronic commerce. See, question number 22 is a self-study question. 23, there are two categories of laws, that is IT Act 2000, second one is RBI. Whatever the information that is a proprietary information or a customer information, you should not reveal with anybody. Any kind of online transactions must be initiated through OTP or PIN number. At the same time, all banks converted their customers' card, that is from magnetic strip card to electronic card, electronic chip based card. So, here we have today, we started with various categories of electronic markets related with electronic commerce, B2B, B2C, C2B, C2C, B2G, G2B and so forth, G2C, B2G. Components of electronic commerce, important question, previous questions were C grade questions. So, we have to concentrate more on A grade questions and B grade questions than C grade questions. Without leaving them alone, I am going to explain some basic points on C grade questions. So, what are the components? User, electronic commerce vendor, technology infrastructure, internet or network, web portal, payment gateway. What activities are required for electronic commerce vendor to ensure better, effective, efficient transactions? And then write about, it is a B grade question, important question, write about technology infrastructure that is required for electronic commerce transaction. We require computers, servers, databases, mobile applications, digital library, data interchange, internetworks. And then started with question number 22. So, if I want to explain architecture, I require continuous connectivity. That's why I stopped that architecture. And I started with question number 22, list out the commercial laws governing e-commerce, and then special laws governing and latest trends in electronic commerce. All these concepts are come under various categories of electronic commerce element. Still we have another issue, that is architecture, that is question number 12, even though it is a C grade question. If you understand question number 13, question number 14, then you can understand question number 12. That's why we made it as a C grade question. Question number 12 and 13 are very important. That is connected with question number 15, mobile commerce. M-commerce, how mobile commerce applications are going to be connected. Question number 12, 13, 14 and 15 needs 1 hour of time to complete. All these are very, very important. 12, 13, 14, 15. What is meant by architecture? Network architecture, 2-tier architecture, 3-tier architecture. Generally, we have a single tier, N-tier, 2-tier, 3-tier, various categories of tiered architectures available. Okay, that's all for today. Tomorrow we will see what is meant by network architecture, explain different categories of architecture. Thank you.